Pour yourself a pint, cozy up, and get ready for another episode of Beer, Bros, and BS.
This is Jay Muse. This is Eddie McClintock from Warehouse 13.
Hey, this is Brian Holler.
This is Brett Dahl.
Hey, this is Eddie Trunk, and you're listening to Beer Bros and BS.
Beers, Bros, BS.
Beer Bros and BS.
Beer, Bros, and BS.
You should be listening to Beer Bros and BS every day, every minute for the rest of your lives. Snooch to the nooch!
Welcome to episode 117 of Beer Bros and BS. I'm Dave, the Big Librarian.
I'm Tony, the craft beer gooner.
JJ, the metal chef.
Jose.
So welcome back, guys. Took a couple weeks off.
Yeah.
Centered ourselves.
Yeah, my metal voice is fucked up. I sound like McGruff the crime dog.
Say no to crime.
I mean, McGruff is pretty metal, I would say.
Yeah, I guess so.
Take a bite out of crime, motherfuckers.
Fucking Geico commercial. Like, oh, who's a good boy?
So before we get started, let's talk about let's have Jose do the honorary reading of the beer titles.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Tank Top and Squats. Saison Ale with orange added.
Added.
They added the oranges.
With Jake Wakefield Brewing and Burial Beer Co.
Jake Wakefield.
Yep.
Jake Wakefield.
Good old Jake Wake.
Not to be confused with Jake Winwood.
Real to Real. Imperial Stout by Bangin Banjo.
Why? Emphasize the banging.
Barrel Aged Bomb Threat by Lincoln's Brewery.
Lincoln's beer.
BABBT. Babt. This favorite's Tony's favorite artist, Atomico, on the side of the label. And Tank All Barrel, no adjuncts.
Okay.
All Barrel Aged Imperial Stout.
And
By
that's
Three Sons and actually no, just Tank.
it's Tank and Three Sons.
Tank and Three Sons.
That's why it's got the 3 label on it.
So the first beer we're going to be drinking tonight is Tank Tops and Squats by J. Wakefield Brewing and Burial Beer Company. It's a Saison style ale with oranges added. What do you guys think of it?
It is quite orangey.
It is. Actually, we had this when we did the Exit 1 Taproom Festival. This was one of the featured beers that they had out there on tap. Or they were pouring out of the can. I can't remember what G-Money was doing. So yeah, very good. It's definitely refreshing for now that it's full-blown.
It tastes like that. You can definitely taste the orange pulpy flavor on it. Like,
And I would say like the Saison yeast kind of like blends with the orange flavor to give it like a mandarin orange taste.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. Yes, I agree.
So there you go.
there you go. So yeah, actually, one of the first things I've ever brewed was actually not a beer. It was just
An
grapefruit.
orange.
No, grapefruit. Grapefruits in water, and like I kind of boiled them and just fermented it. It was okay, but I was just trying to get my hand on
I liked
brewing.
it. I thought it came out good with the oranges. Anyway, by the way, you already fucked up. You missed a couple weeks of the show, and you're messing up the show. You didn't bring us any water to give us a nice rinse.
Oh wait, 1 second. I have
It's
my.
it's right behind him.
It's right behind me.
Oh.
On tap is my fizzy water.
Nothing but the best here at the podcast studio.
Yeah, right? We got fancy. We have upgraded. As we take a piss break during the middle of the show.
It's actually water pouring into a pitcher, guys. So
It sounds like the beginning of Gin and Juice.
today back.
That's enough, dude. Jesus Christ. We're going to do more than rinse the glasses. We're going to take a bath, apparently.
So much drama in the LBC.
So yeah, in order to test out my newly installed keg that I will be one day putting my homebrew in it, I decided to put water to test it out because water is inexpensive next to brewing and actually having materials for a keg. So.
It's at least one of the ingredients is in beer as well.
Exactly. Actually, is seltzer water followed the right Heisenbot?
How you like them apples, Johnny?
Applesauce, bitch.
Well played, thank you.
So let me ask you guys: would you rather be the goalkeeper who blows the game-losing save for USA in the World Cup, or there's a talking zit on your face, and yep, it's racist?
Fuck. I'd rather be the goalie. I feel that one shouldn't get you killed. I mean, if it was on any other country,
yes,
yeah,
exactly.
it would get you killed. The zit can definitely get you killed.
Yeah, number one, it's not like the USA is in the final, right? They're
So
in
how
an
about
earlier
this?
round and they lose.
I'm gonna reread that part again, and you would be. I'm gonna add that it's a final match, and you are playing for England.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh,
Guaranteed death.
jeez.
That you
Yeah, I
will be
can
run
deal-
out of the country.
I can deal with the racist zit.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just come back to America. So I'll be that keeper,
No,
and
actually-
I'll still be better than Shkodran Mustafi,
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but I'll do the goalkeeper thing too.
my friend. Just be glad that you're ignorant of. He's the king of blunders.
Okay. Yeah, because if I'm playing in the World Cup, that means I'm probably a pretty high-paid professional player.
But you blow it.
Well, that's fine. That means I already have money and I can
And
go into hiding.
congratulations, now you're a very high-paid dead player.
Yeah.
I'm still a professional athlete and with the commensurate salary.
Yeah, exactly. This will be some girl that wants to sit on my goalkeeper post.
Would you rather masturbate 15 times a day, or have Martha Stewart baste you like a turkey?
And then masturbate you.
How do you?
I mean, I can only get off if Martha Stewart bastes me like a turkey. So let me ask this: am I able to come 15 times a day?
Yes, because if not, you would continue.
That's pretty awesome. I'll go
Yeah.
with that. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, this isn't out of the ordinary for me. Doing it right now.
As we speak.
I'm basting the turkey.
that's not broth, guys.
Would you rather live in the Grand Theft Auto world as an innocent citizen, or grandma bursts into the room every time you're about to climax?
I kind of feel that number one is already there with Miami. Like, don't we technically already live
Nobody
in my
here
city?
is innocent.
Also, the only way I can get off is if my grandmother's watching.
Being basted like a turkey by
That's the
Martha
Craft Beer
Stewart.
Gooner. You can find them online at Craft Beer Gooner.
And on YouPorn, apparently. Just type in keyword grandma bust in while being basted like
Grandma caught me.
So, guys, breaking news: Josh Rosen to the Miami Dolphins in exchange for the number 62 overall pick, and we also receive a 2025th rounder.
Well, that's it.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Nice. Actually,
worth the shot. I like that. I want him last year. All right.
So let me ask you guys: would you rather eat Martin Scorsese's eyebrows off of his face, or hook up with Yoda? Horny I am.
Sex with alien I have. Yes.
This is a tough one.
yeah.
Because all of the others are so easy.
Force jerk.
You get like one hair in your mouth and you're like, ew, how gross.
Yeah.
Yoda's probably got like a nice tight butthole.
He can give you the force choke.
So wait. So if I'm banging Yoda, am I the pitcher or the catcher in this scenario?
You're both.
Your choice.
Whatever. I'll be the first one to fuck Yoda. It's fine.
Yeah, because we already saw Yoda fucking Luke like practically from behind.
Clear your mind of question. That was pretty good.
Oh,
Yo, the fucking the grandma reminds me of Gilbert Godfrey.
Your earlier time.
No, Gilbert Godfrey's fucking stand up. He's like 30 as fuck. Always talks about fucking grandmas.
Would you rather be a peasant in medieval Europe or have to fill your pants with gravy every morning?
Pants with gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like
Pants with gravy.
having your family like fucking murdered or raped like every couple of like 5 years, like from like raids. Yeah.
Yeah, like fuck that. Like even if you were a king during like the 16th century, your life still fucking sucks. You're
That
still
wasn't
in this-
medieval.
whatever, but like still, like your life would suck. They don't even have toilets.
Yes, they do.
They did. They had aqueducts.
They did? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just flowed through a street, but
Ew. I don't know. You'd be dead by the time like you're fucking 30.
I'd be in medieval Europe, you know. I could end up in an anarcho-syndicalist commune where they take it in turn to act as a sort of executive officer for the week, but all the decisions of that officer have to be ratified by a civil majority in the case of purely internal affairs, but by a 2/3 majority. Never mind.
Yeah. Thank you, Monty Python.
Tony, you're a peasant. There would be
And-
none of this shenanigans.
No bureaucracy.
And
Well, think about it. You get to watch like people being hanged all the time. You know, that's pretty entertaining. You could
Until
you
you're the
could,
one
you,
being
you
hanged.
could do that now.
watch people
There's something called the internet.
watch people get tortured in the town square.
Again, something called the internet.
Oh, but he wants to see it in
Yeah,
person.
yeah, exactly. It's more fun. You know, you get to bring lunch. You know, watch the show.
I get to bring my kid. I guess.
Yeah.
And finally, would you rather have David Blaine fuck with you constantly, or both of your parents are porn stars?
Both my parents are porn stars.
Yeah, that sounds great. Then I
Yeah,
would.
like you'd have so many their friends. Like
Yeah.
Or
you get
porn
laid
stars
all the
too,
time.
like,
yeah.
I'm sure your parents would be like, "Hey, let me set you up with my child."
Yeah. Why not?
yeah.
Be rich too.
Porn stars I know aren't like that.
Oh, well, okay.
Wait,
Yeah,
how many porn
it's not like I
stars
have
do you
to, not like I have to watch the porn. So you know.
Yeah, exactly. I don't give a fuck.
Well, then, since that one was pretty easy for you guys, would you rather be Amish and on the FBI's most wanted list, or news gets out that you're the last surviving Nazi?
Oof. Yeah, I'll be the Amish
Yeah, Amish.
running from the FBI. That's
Amish.
I mean, either way, they're gonna catch you, right? And
Yeah, but one, you'll be prosecuted.
right. Exactly. You won't be beaten to death and fucking tortured probably for.
yeah, so
Years on
I'll
end.
take my chances with the FBI. And if I'm Amish, you know, like I'm used to not having, you know, creature comforts, right? So if I'm in jail, it's kind of not that different from normal life, except I can't leave the cell.
Right. No more horse fucking for you.
Listen, I love making fun of the Amish because they're never going to hear it.
Okay.
What
And
if
then-
somebody transcribed it into textbook or podcast, and then they
The
read
holy
it?
books of Beer Bros and
Yes,
BS.
I'm not holding my breath, host.
we are big in Lancaster, so. And finally,
See,
then,
my cats
Oh,
have started
Jebediah.
rioting. My cats have started rioting. They're like, we do not use technology around here.
and finally, would you rather work as a human condom, or
Wait,
accidentally marry your brother or sister, and only find out after your third child?
so what does that mean, act as a human condom?
You'd have to somehow try and stop, I guess, semen from entering an egg.
I mean, I guess I could wrap a plastic bag or
What? Or,
something.
You
do
have
you
to
just
use-
do you just like
Wow.
bust in like JJ like fucking, and then it's like a bouncer like, no, get away, like.
Yeah, is that it? Or like,
Is it the giant condoms from Naked Gun?
I
It's
just,
the worst way that you could imagine.
You have to swallow it.
Snowball.
For you, yes. For you, yes.
Sure.
I guess.
Just to
no.
be disgusting.
what was the other one again?
You'd have
You're
to
fucking
marry
your sister,
your-
but you don't know it.
You'd have to marry
And
your
have 3
brother
kids.
or sister. So you'd have to marry your brother.
The worst part of that is having the 3 kids. Like,
And having-
Exactly. I want
so
kids.
I don't want kids,
So
so-
I'll swallow jizz.
yeah, I'll do that. But do I have to do it just once, or is this my life now?
It is your life.
Oh man,
Or have 3 kids.
I'm just gonna kill myself. Thanks.
Okay, and on that note, let's go to the second
Oh,
part of
you
the
see?
show.
Notice that the married guy. Yeah, I'll just kill myself.
What is the second part of the show, Dave? Is it something new?
Second beer of the show.
Oh,
The second part of the show is we drink another beer.
okay.
Yes.
It'll be new once we get to it.
Yes. Okay.
Someone
So,
give me an
someone grab
opener.
an opener. Yeah.
Look at
fuck's
this.
sake,
We're 2 weeks behind and we're all fucking up. Sorry. And that was my beer too. Sorry, guys. So this is the Bangin Banjos from their bottle release from their anniversary party. The Real to Real is an Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels with, I want to get the right coffee bean right here, blooming bean coffee and toasted coconut added. So let me know, once we get the bottle passed around, what you guys think.
Well, you have a pour already, so why don't you
so
tell me
it's,
what you think?
And it's 12.5%. Ooh. It smells like what you would expect from this style of beer. You get the toasted coconut, the chocolatey.
Smells boozy.
Yeah.
Yep, there's some booziness. Ooh.
But it's very smooth.
Yeah, it's very smooth. It's got a nice warmness to it. I like the coffee beans are balanced. It's not overpowering.
Oh,
Nice balance
coffee
to it.
beans are
Yeah, they're actually very good. That's very good coffee. The toasted coconut.
hopes the
Yeah, I like when they ones like
Ooh.
this where the toasted coconut is used, where it doesn't feel as overpowering. Where some of them might taste
I
like
was
artificial.
just about to say that.
yeah. It's really easy to fuck up with coconut. They can make it taste like suntan lotion,
Yeah,
and this one definitely doesn't. The coffee beans helps it, like in the beginning flavors, and then like it just ends with like a toasty sweet coconut.
and for all
Unpopular opinion, I don't mind that taste.
it depends.
suntan.
Well, it's what you're in the mood for, because some
Yeah.
stouts, like they're like really coconut forward and they work well with the stout base, and if they're barrel aged too.
I know the latest, the Funky Buddha, the Last Snow is really like that. It's really, really coconut forward.
Yeah, and so for all the South Florida listeners, be on the lookout. Bangin Banjo's stuff, including this bottle from their anniversary release. It wasn't just for the festival. You can find it at your local Total Wines.
Yeah.
So it's hit distro as well.
Nice.
Yeah. So I think it's Miami-Dade, Broward, and West Palm. So please enjoy. Congrats to them on their anniversary. Bangin Banjo makes great shit.
So we are debuting a new part of the show, a new segment, if you will. We're calling it the Miami Minute
Miami Minute.
because we are a Miami podcast.
Miami Minute.
No,
It's
Tony.
time for the
Miami Minute. Jazz hands. So we're all going to just go over something pretty quick. We're definitely going to go over a minute, but so they had put out, according to alcohol.org, a nonprofit organization dealing with alcohol, put out an article about the cost of drinking over a lifetime in each city. Now, the cities that spend the most and least on alcohol in a lifetime, I'll have you know, Miami is number 3, spending the most.
Damn, all right.
Number 1
Let's
is
go
New York.
305, yeah.
Number 2,
LA.
no.
Portland.
LA is number 4.
Houston.
Houston is not on the top 10.
New York?
I meant
Oh, yeah.
Austin. Yeah.
New York?
New York is number
Who's
1.
number one?
one.
Let me guess. What's number 2? Boston.
Boston is not on the top 10.
Oh.
Washington, D.C.?
Washington's not on the top 10.
Wow.
So from the bottom, San Fran, Chicago, San Jose, Charlotte, Sacramento, Denver,
Sacramento, where you at?
LA, Miami at number 3. Number 2 surprises me, Minneapolis.
Oh. No, actually, that's not that surprising.
And then, surprisingly, also again, the cities that spend the most and least on alcohol in a year, well, the spends the least is Birmingham, Alabama, with $1,000.73 per person.
I was going to say, like, total.
Yeah, that's a lot of macro beers.
The city that spends the most, New York City. Number 2 is Miami, with an average person spending $1,996.80 per year.
Wait, so what was the first statistic?
The first one was in a lifetime,
Oh, okay.
and this is per year.
Okay.
Oh, come on! I spend more than that. Like on
Well, I would say that we probably over average versus those that
dude,
don't.
just on the memberships for half of the bottles that we like drink here. Like,
Yeah, are they counting bottle membership fees, or just drinks?
Oh no.
I wonder.
So that's you, Miami. You drink a lot.
All right,
Good job, Miami. Keep
yeah,
it going.
I know.
So I'll keep on the theme of drinking and our show. Miami is now in the top 10 craft beer destination cities.
woo!
Yes.
Congratulations,
That is-
Miami.
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah, we rank number 8.
Well, I mean, you see, there's a whole bunch of good breweries popping up now.
So it's an upstart Dutch website that's that did this research. They did the study over 100 different cities.
What's the name of the website?
And I will tell you that right now.
So people can.
Right. So it's called scanmovers.com. And how they got this data was based off of the number of craft beer bars and microbreweries, as well as beer consumption, pint prices, and other little small factors, bottle sales. And that goes on top with Travelocity. Travelocity. They have a ranking of their top destination cities, and Miami came in number 1 as the number for Wynwood as the top hipster destination.
Oh, not surprising.
Yeah. So, and also congrats to our friends over at Wakefield Brewing for their Wakefest is in the top 10 and greatest beer festivals in the world.
Yeah.
So that's and I agree.
That was in USA Today, right? Yeah.
Right. Correct.
That was that was great.
Miami.
And it's good recognition for them because Wakefest is a great festival. It's really coming to its own and always has just like a killer lineup of breweries and beers, just like fire all around.
Best value.
And
Alex,
awesome.
what do you think about it? Oh, damn, that's right.
Yeah, for him, he had to work so tirelessly to set that up too. So
Exactly. So hey,
thank you, Alex.
Hey, fucking Miami. We were a little bit later coming onto the craft beer scene, but yo,
Grapping.
we're hey Manolo. I was going Scarface.
Hey, Manolo.
But now we're taking over.
Dude,
That's right, Tony. That's right.
dude, he was Cuban, not Mexican.
Orale.
Orale, güey. So yeah, I don't know if you remember that we have the Formula One Miami Grand Prix that happens every year. Apparently, they're taking that shit away.
Boo!
They just said yesterday that the Formula One is they're decided to no longer do the Formula One races, and they're trying to. Stephen Ross is actually trying to see if they can do the racing circuit near the stadium,
Right.
to keep the race going on. But
Right.
it seems that it's kind of not going to happen
Oh,
anymore.
man.
Maybe-
Which
That's a loss for the city, man.
I know it's a loss for a city, but
it's cool to have it downtown, the views and having that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But
it's
you have
neat.
to shut down downtown, and a lot of the businesses were complaining.
Wasn't
that
it
it's
on on the weekend though?
Yeah, it was on the weekend, and
And honestly, there's not much going on downtown.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
go to Wynwood.
No, but there's not like the businesses. Most businesses in
Yeah.
downtown Miami are closed. It's
Are
not like one of
closed.
those cities that are constantly open.
I think the problem is, there's too many one-way streets, and it wasn't going in the right direction for the race.
Well played, sir.
And the other thing is, I mean, if that's true, they have the whole thing about Stephen Ross wants to do it at the stadium. And I mean, he's putting everything there. He owns the company that brings in all the professional European and South American teams to the U.S.
Right.
He
Now they have the Miami Open
relevant
for
sports.
now that relevant sports and now he has the Miami Open, the tennis competition at the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he's bringing every other sport.
And he's got
Other
the
than
Miami
football.
Dolphins there, of course. The Miami Hurricanes play same stadium.
Oh, they do. Okay.
They do.
At the Seminole Hard Rock. Okay, that's right. Yeah.
did
It's
you know
just, it's
that-
just Hard Rock Stadium.
Did you know at one
But,
point
but who
Disney World,
owns the Hard Rock?
the Seminole tribe of Indians
The Seminole tribe of Florida, Seminole Nation of Florida.
of Florida? They were- So yeah, no, even I don't know if this tad bit of history, if you know it. The Walt Disney actually wanted to originally open Disney World in Miami, Yep, and the politicians and the negotiation fucked it up, and now
And we still don't have a theme park.
we still do not.
What are you talking about?
Not
Kendall is absolutely a theme park.
Oh, that's Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Followed by bumper cars in Hialeah.
so, yeah, like everyone's favorite ride. Stop and go traffic.
Oh, good luck.
I mean, there used to be Six Flags Atlantis
Right? Fort Lauderdale.
and
And Gator World.
was that in Miami?
Is Boomer still around?
I mean, there's still this
Boomer's
aquarium.
close.
Does that count as a theme park?
Yeah. I would consider it more like a zoo.
It's a fish zoo.
Yeah, because they don't have rides.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
You can totally ride a dolphin.
Or
That's
orca.
not what the blowhole's for.
Yeah, or an orca if you want to die. Remember that protester?
Oh, Lord. All right. Anyway, that's a sore subject.
Yeah.
Hey.
Coming next time on your next Miami Minute.
Miami Minute.
Miami Minute. Miami Minute. Miami Minute. Miami
Number one.
Minute.
Oh, I thought that was the Dolphin song.
That's what I started as, and it morphed into something else.
it's a work in progress, guys. Well, let us know what you think of the song on Twitter.
Send your
Beer Bros
ideas.
BS. Okay, guys. So Mother's Day's coming up. Hope you guys have started thinking about, something to do for mom.
Or your new mothers.
or which MILFs you're going to take out. Yeah.
Yeah. But at any rate, if you don't know what you're thinking about doing for mom this year, KFC has got you covered.
Oh, really?
Yep. They have 2 promotions going on now. The first one is that they have teamed up with Cinnabon. So the KFC biscuits, they're making KFC dessert biscuits with the, the trademark Cinnabon sweet or cream cheese frosting and also the cinnamon brown sugar glaze. So you can have
good as fuck.
You can have, KFC sweet biscuits, something sweet for mom,
She ain't going to get any. I'm going to eat them all.
But for mothers with more of a sweet tooth, KFC has started the Chickendales, which, as you might imagine, are a dance troupe of, shredded guys or whatever that have a...
With just buckets as pants.
They've got,
Bucket covering their junk.
so
Covering their drumsticks.
there is a preview video on YouTube of the KFC Chickendales, and they do like a synchronized dance routine while, the various guys say something like, "Oh, you're such a special lady," and stuff like that. And at the end of it, they all, and they're like stripping or whatever. And at the end, they appear dressed as KFC menu items.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is the greatest
Oh,
thing
and
ever.
I forgot to mention,
That
like, the
is
leader is Colonel Sanders, but
That is the whole
shredded.
mac and cheese.
Exactly. So you can actually sign up on the website and enter your mother's name, and it will send them a personalized message from the KFC Chickendales. So it's
My mother's got something special coming her way.
it's chickendales.com. So if you want to send that to your mom for Mother's Day, we're here to help you out at Beer Bros BS. So
I think we ought to drink to that and bring it to our third beer of the night.
Yep, sounds good. Once again, not opening the beers ahead of time.
So beer number 3 is from Lincoln's Beard Brewing. Also right here in Miami. We've got an all South Florida lineup tonight, which is pretty cool.
Goes with the Miami Minute, baby.
Yeah, baby. So this one is a barrel aged bomb threat, which
There's a bomb threat.
Yep, it's available in bottles to the Rail Splitter Society, but they also have it on tap at the brewery. And it's an imperial stout aged in 4 Roses bourbon barrels.
That'll do it.
So, and it's 10.2% ABV.
It's very smooth,
Yeah.
Smooth. Just like the artist.
and it's got a custom artwork on it from
Atomic.
Yeah,
Atomic.
I was purposely overlooking that, guys.
Yeah, they just had this at Tripping Animals Ivory Jungle 420 Beer Festival. So, and this was a very popular beer there. So, congrats to Lincoln's Beard and to Tripping Animals, which they got a bunch more collabs coming up with them as well. So, be on the lookout.
You guys, I love Four Roses barrels, man. Like anytime I have a beer that's aged in Four Roses barrel specifically, I just love the character that it gets imparted.
I agree.
You ever drink just regular Four Roses?
I tried it, and I don't like it as much as Four Roses barrel aged beers.
Really?
I hope that came out on the microphones.
That was amazing.
You need to record that for a sound effect.
Okay. You know how much I love AI stories, and so this one is a good AI story of the what, dude? Like I know, like it's pretty repetitive for me to talk about AI, but like I really do like AI. There's
And it likes you.
Yeah, it likes me. So no, there's apparently a streamer that has been streaming AI that produces music.
Oh yeah, I heard of it.
And there is an AI now that streams death metal.
Non-stop
streaming of death metal.
Sign me up.
It's
It all sounds like Meshuggah.
It's
Yes.
Databots it's a YouTube channel called Databots, and it's a server that just streams that composes its own death metal music,
That's fucking awesome.
and that just streams death metal 24/7.
Shut up
So
and take my money.
We have reached where now.
Who says our society's starting to go backwards? That sounds like progress to me, goddammit.
Yeah, so we don't need human musicians anymore, guys.
No, we just have Databots just streaming.
Is it data or data?
Dada.
Databots.
I would confer with the sentient in Star Trek, and he did not go to the name of Data. He went by the name Data.
Okay. Yeah, I usually say data.
Whatever.
Yeah, he also put up the person that did this also put up the paper on Archive, which is ARXIV.
That was him.
No.
Yeah, so tweet us at Beer Bros BS whether it's data or data.
Yes. And which brings me to the next point, which I was trying to figure this out. If this robot is streaming music, is it still copyrighted?
You don't have to have. You can have Creative Commons.
Right,
like our
because
theme
it's
song,
streaming.
we
So it's like-
under the Creative Commons license.
I'm gonna guess no, right? Because like it's it doesn't repeat anything, right? It's just like coming up with it live.
Yeah,
all the
exactly.
time.
And there's
Yeah.
no time to
Yeah,
copyright it or
Right.
Yeah, so it's just like somebody, just playing a guitar randomly and, putting it online. That's not copyrighted either.
Oh, okay.
Copywritten.
We got you. That makes sense.
Or no, it would be copyrighted, right? Yeah.
That's going to sound terrible on the microphone.
Yeah.
But we get it. That sounds good. I'm definitely going to check it out. Speaking of things checking out, our show will be friendly and be spoiler-free for Avengers Endgame.
Please do. I will choke you with this mic.
Yeah, exactly. But everyone knows, the next phase of Marvel films are coming, so it got me...
I would like to see that.
So it got me thinking. I was like, so now that they officially own the Fox properties, so they can use X-Men, Fantastic Four, all the villains and all that good stuff. So it got me thinking, Thanos is one of the biggest baddies that's out there. There's a ton of great storylines. What do you want to see next? Like, what's your hope for the next span of, the next phase?
Thunderbolts.
Blackheart.
So who's Blackheart? For those who don't know.
Blackheart is the villain on the story arc with Spider-Man and Daredevil. He's the son of Mephisto.
Right.
You can probably where I first encountered him was in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is one of my favorite games.
And he was in I would say, emo version in the first Ghost Rider.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So you think he'll be a good opponent for the Avengers, or whoever the new Avengers
Well,
is
I
gonna
think the next one would be Mephisto, like Mephisto, Blackheart.
Oh, okay.
That whole
That's cool.
scenario.
I wasn't expecting
I see.
to say that.
I see
That's pretty
I
cool.
see the next one as being Secret Invasion.
That'd be
So
cool.
that's where the Skrulls have been slowly replacing people one by one, underneath everyone's, unbeknownst to everyone's eye. No one can tell really. Psychics, powerful mutants couldn't tell. technology couldn't tell. They were so well. Even like some of them, the scrolls themselves believed they were truly somebody else.
Yeah.
And
I would love to see that too.
Yeah.
Tony?
I don't know. I'm not as versed in, comic history as you guys are, but I would like to see Galactus done right. And now that Disney has Fox,
Not a cloud.
I'm thinking they can do Fantastic Four, like a good Fantastic Four. I did like the Fantastic Four growing up, so that would get my vote.
Yeah. Galactus and the Avengers.
Finally making a good Fantastic Four followed up by a Galactus.
Yeah, let's start with that.
storyline.
Like, let's just make the Fantastic Four good.
Yeah.
And Silver Surfer I liked as well.
Yeah. I thought they was gonna say Doctor Doom as the main villain. Like, to do him right and have the Avengers, because he always comes up with
not
like,
against everybody though. They would overpower him.
True. All right. Anyway, mine would be Kang the Conqueror. For those who are not familiar, I'll give you the brief description. He's a Kree warrior from the future, like way, like it's the I forget what century he's from, but it's like beyond. They have every technology, and he comes back because the Avengers have disrupted. Based off their actions, so he needs to come back and right the wrong. And it's like one of the coolest stories. Like in comics. And
in the comics, he's the original reason the Avengers banded together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, like, I think that would be a really cool, different type, like, more cerebral type of character opposed to just being brute strength and whatnot. Or Galactus, just like, I eat planets, stuff like that. So, all those are good. I'm excited. See where they go.
You are unlike an ant fighting the sun.
So today, I was trying to figure out something funny, something we could talk about, and there was nothing really, there were things going on, and nothing really that we could laugh at and learn something together. So I figured it's been a while, and let's go back to our good old basic Florida man.
Yay!
Florida man. He can do whatever a Florida man can. So,
thank you for the banjo. That was a nice touch.
Florida man.
I thought that was like the little slap the bass Seinfeld kind of thing.
Florida man purposefully crashes into police car to avoid arrest.
Did he avoid arrest?
That was a bad
Read
strategy.
the article at clickorlando.com to find out. Florida man pretending to be a deputy tried to pull over a real detective and got arrested.
Heard about that.
Classic Florida man.
I know. He should have crashed his car into a cop car to escape
Avoid the
arrest.
arrest.
Yeah.
Florida man named Vladimir Putin arrested. Ironically,
We got him, guys.
Ironically, it was at a Publix. Florida man Edward Cocaine arrested on drug charges.
That's great.
And it was actually, I believe he was actually, the charges were dropped because he was arrested. They found prescription drugs in a different bottle, and he went to court about it. They laughed about it, his name, and they actually found that he did have a prescription. It was
For
just
cocaine?
taken for Xanax.
Oh, okay. He was on them bars.
But he had a prescription for it. He just didn't want to carry the whole prescription bottle, which makes sense.
That's true.
Florida woman accused of leading police on chase while 3 kids were in an SUV.
That's more like Florida mom.
That's not even that outlandish.
Florida man gets beat down by the Easter Bunny.
I did
Oh,
see this.
yes.
That's a
Everyone
great
saw that.
video. Yeah.
The most shared video of that day.
Tampa.
It was in
Orlando.
It was in Orlando. It
Was
was
Orlando?
downtown Orlando.
And he actually was a fugitive because he had a warrant out in another state.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
The
Wait,
Easter Bunny.
The Easter Bunny or the guy that got
The Easter Bunny.
Wow.
Well, he's been wanted for hiding eggs.
So, Florida man removed from online dating platforms. Now that doesn't make any sense until you realize it's George Zimmerman,
Zimmerman. There we go.
Oh,
the individual who killed Trayvon Martin.
Right.
And the reason was he had already been kicked off Bumble and twice because he had created accounts and used different names. And then now he's kicked off Tinder for doing the same thing. putting up his pictures and using a different name. And Tinder is very adamant about having very true and faithful accounts. So based on the fact that he used a different name that's not his own, he's gone.
Yeah. Just
Good.
trying to find love.
Naked Florida man breaks into a Little League concession stand, causes $5,000 in damage while stealing $250 in cash and a package of hot dogs.
Don't forget the hot dogs.
And finally,
Did he put his wiener with the hot dog since he was naked?
Yeah.
Get it?
Wiener rubbing.
Just one more wiener.
Florida man shoots woman with water gun filled with urine.
Yeah.
Oh,
I did that to
no.
my friends when I was a kid.
Oh, you're an awful friend, dude.
Urine, awful friend.
Just for you. Urine.
Hope you guys like this next beer. Guess what's in it? Yeah.
And that brings us to our final beer of the night.
Okay, so this is from Tank Brewing. Collaboration with Three Sons. It's all barrel, no adjunct. So this is Frank the Tank, blended in with some of the Maker's Mark double oak barrels for a year. So this is like a good collaboration that they're doing with Tank. I haven't actually seen Tank do any. I think this is their first collaboration, right?
I think the first bottle, too.
Well, no, they collaborated with Odd Breed.
Yeah.
Odd Breed. Oh,
the
yeah,
Saison.
that's true. But yeah, they're
But wasn't this their first bottling?
I believe so.
or at least it's their first one that I've seen in a while, like for a release. So they had this also on tap at the brewing room. As far as I could tell, they still had some of the bottles the next day. I'm just kicking myself I didn't go back there to get more of this.
True. Yeah. Hey, congrats to our friends at Tank Brewing. You can listen to our previous episode
And
when
I
they
guess
first
this-
opened.
This is one of the few bottles that it's a barrel aged beer that with no adjuncts from Three Sons.
Yeah, so it's actually a blend of Frank the Tank and Three Sons Imperial Stout.
Oh, okay.
And that blend was aged in the Maker's Mark and Woodford barrels.
Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to steer you guys wrong.
Yeah. No. And both of those are amazing beers, so
Yeah.
So no surprise, this is fantastic.
Yeah, you can get that smell of it's the slightly sweet smell from Frank the Tank,
Yep.
but like it's the smooth like barrel aging from Three Sons. So it's like oh,
That's what you get for punching air, JJ.
yeah.
I was doing the Frank the Tank motion.
Into the microphone, please.
I was doing the Frank the Tank motion.
And slam your elbow right on the table.
Just like Emmy. We're going streaking.
So let me
Down
ask
to
you
the
guys,
quad, into the gymnasium, stealing hot dogs.
what burns your bacon? For me, I don't normally do participate in this,
Oh, yeah.
but you know what really fucking burns my bacon is when you spot a bad driver, and I'm sorry, a lot of times it's a woman and she's holding the phone on speaker upside down, talking into it. So she's driving with one hand.
Sonia.
And and it's like, I understand, okay, every car doesn't have Bluetooth and all that, but they're speaking with their phone upside down, holding it like it's a microphone.
Yeah.
And it's on speakerphone.
Or no, my wife does the same thing. She's talking on the phone with her ear, and then all of a sudden you see her do this, and then start talking like this. You can't even hear the other person. Like, you take your phone off your ear, and then you're talking into the mic of the phone.
Please don't hold your phone like a microphone.
Please.
That burns my bacon.
Especially while driving. What burns my bacon is
Delayed reactions.
whenever you have an important document to print and your printer ink is fucking out of printer.
Yes, that is.
Your printer
You're
is,
going to say your printer ink is out of printer.
That's also
God
sucks.
damn printer. Printer's running out.
I mean, the printer is out of printer ink. And you have to go to fucking Walmart to get the fucking printer ink. And they would have, you get the slowest staff in the planet because of course, you waited until midnight to print your paper that you needed to.
Should always keep spare cartridges
Or you can always feel free to print out your papers at your local public library. You can send them mobilely.
Which is not open at midnight.
Well, just send them before.
But he wasn't finished.
That would require foresight.
Yeah.
Because you can send them to any library, and you can have anybody pick them up for you.
Oh, I
in
did
Dade
not
County.
know that.
Yeah, because you only need an email address to log into it, and you can put whatever email address you'd like.
Oh, fun fact.
There you go. See, a way
But
of,
only at Miami libraries, right?
It's a service that we in Dade County use, but several other libraries do use it as well. 10 cents a page in black and white and 25 cents a page in color if you do need it.
Oh, nice.
About them apples.
Nice. Okay.
So, what burns my bacon this week is that there's a big game release this week. It was Mortal Kombat 11. Enjoying the fuck out of it. And people online lately with video games have decided that they want to whine that why don't they release the full game? Quit hiding the game behind DLC or microtransactions or whatever. And when there's no cause for it, especially for us that grew up, like the first Mortal Kombat that we purchased on Sega Genesis, $60, $50, where we paid, had 7 characters. You played the tower, and then you can play against your friends. That's it. 7 characters. And we played it for years upon years upon years.
With all the blood and gore that you can ever imagine.
Yeah, and this game has, 25 characters, endless modes, online functionality. They're bringing, all these other
This is
features.
why you just need a game with 3 characters.
Yeah, I just don't understand. And games cost way more to make. They described it as the first 3 Mortal Kombat games put together is a fourth of what it took in cost to make Mortal Kombat 11. So people just lost the concept of that. So, quit being a fucking whiny, spoiled brat. The games are complete. Obviously, there's a couple out there that go against that grain. But for the most part, it's the most content we've ever had in a video game. They last hundreds of thousands of hours now.
You're talking about people that don't understand how, you've been in the industry before, or at least went to school for it. I mean, how tough it is to just make anything in video games, and people are just like, oh no, why? I could probably do something. No, you can't.
No, you can't. Shut the fuck up. And that burns my bacon.
All right.
Extra metal.
You went for it. I like it. What burns my bacon is the meme or the T-shirt that it says the many moods of Darth Vader or the many moods of the Stormtrooper. And there's a bunch of pictures, happy, sad, angry,
And it's all the
frustrated.
same picture.
And the joke, the hilarious joke behind it is it's the same picture on all the different moods.
It's funny. It's so true.
Haven't you seen the same one with Homer Simpson? And maybe we should do the many moods of...
I like that was a shot at Issa because he owns that fucking shirt.
Dave,
forgot
I just
about that.
figured out. We need to do the many moods of the atomical orange.
Yes.
Tony's going to do that one.
Yeah. You know what? That should be a meme.
Shout out to Atomic. Keep repping. Keep doing your thing, man.
Yep. Love the murals.
Come on the show.
So let me ask you guys, what was your favorite beer of the night?
I'm going to go... I hate to plug my own shit, but I'm going to go with the Real
I'm
to
sure
Real.
you do, yeah.
I like the Real to Real.
I'm gonna plug my own shit too and say the bomb threat.
I think the real to real, followed up by All Barrel. I mean, it's tough, but yeah.
Like Arsenal, I'm sorry you have to lose tonight. Real to Real, Tony. I mean, JJ.
It's real.
Confused we are.
That's a nice cotton shirt.
Yeah, thank you.
It's very smooth.
Let me feel it too at the same
Yeah.
time.
No, but
Who wants to touch me? Who wants to touch me?
Oh. On that note, how
So-
can people follow us?
please subscribe to the show if you haven't already. If you ever find somebody with an iPhone, open up the podcast app. If you have Spotify, please go to there, find us, Beer Bros BS, and subscribe to us on there. Please leave us a favorable review.
Yep, it would be much appreciated. We love you guys.
I know you guys are teeming with excitement about my next on tap, so following that up. I'm almost caught up.
And if you don't leave us a good review, we love you anyway.
Yep. But I'll send you a picture of me humping Yoda.
Even if you are burning in hell for not supporting us. Just kidding.
We love you. Mwah.
All right, so thanks for listening. I'm Dave, the Big Librarian.
Jose.
JJ.
little chef.
And I'm Tony.
All right. Good night, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, ding.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Beer Bros and BS. Cheers.
Beer Bros. Beer Bros.
Beer Bros.
And BS.
Yes.